Now, Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga will monitor adherence to COVID-19 protocols in Midrand this morning. Hundreds of grade 6 and 11 pupils across the country are set to return to class today, but it is not compulsory for grade R's to go back to school. Newzroom Afrika's Malungelo Booi is at Midrand Primary School. He joins us now live for an update on how things are going at 7:30 this morning. Malungelo, schools generally starting around this time, but what are you seeing just in terms of, the difference in how parents are dropping off their kids this morning, if they are doing so?
It's interesting, Michelle. Midrand and I are going to show you the process, really, that many of the pupils that are coming to school for the first time today have to adhere to. First, they have to adhere to this social distance. Before they enter the premises, they have to stand here, and then they move to have their temperatures then taken. It's here where their temperatures are taken. Okay, sorry about that, young man. This is where then their temperature is taken by a school teacher. And then, okay, the young man has got a green light, and then they have to come and sanitize their hands here. Now, the school wants to ensure that every pupil that enters the premises has actually been screened for their temperature, and also they've actually been hand sanitized. But also, Michelle, here, there are these writings, on these placards that have been put up on the school gates, where parents and pupils that are coming to the school are actually being told about how to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Interestingly, we're talking to some of the parents that were dropping off their children here, and Michelle, I can tell you this, they are more nervous than their pupils. And you can understand why, because we're currently seeing this, the numbers of COVID-19 in South Africa going up, and I was talking to one of the parents earlier, and she said, and I asked her, why, if you're this nervous, then did you decide to bring your child to school? She said she simply can't afford, Michelle, homeschooling, because she also has to work, and that she has been telling her daughter about how you contract the coronavirus, the importance of maintaining social distancing, but also having to keep your mask on at all times. But Michelle, it doesn't help, because parents are still anxious, even though they're saying that they've done everything possible to prepare their children so that they can come to school today. And another parent was saying that for her child really, she wanted her child to have an interaction with other children. And this is something that she was saying that her child had missed during the lockdown. Michelle?
Yeah, Malungelo, it's such an impossible decision for parents to have to make, isn't it? This issue around parents having to go back to work, not being able to care for their children at home, the impossible expense of getting homeschooling, which, as we know, is an expense that's outside of the school fees that they may have already paid. And, there was one learner in the background there with you who was not wearing her mask over her nose. So already you can see that it's going to be a big job for learners, for teachers as well, to try and balance between the issues of the syllabus, trying to get through all of the learning work that needs to be done, and then to also ensure that all of the protocols are followed by learners.
That's right, Michelle. In fact, I want to bring in one of the parents here. How are you, Mawa?
I'm good, and you?
I'm well. How are you feeling?
I'm kind of nervous, but the way they are so prepared, it gives me some comfort. But yeah, I'm nervous.
Have you told your daughter what to do, or your son what to do and what not to do?
Yes, I did that. I prepared her. I gave her some sanitizer, the wipes, and everything else. So I told her what to do, what not to do, everything else. So she's ready. She knows everything.
You had an option here. The Department of Education had said that if, as a parent, you're anxious about this situation, you can opt for homeschooling. Was that an option for you?
I can't say it was an option, because what they're saying is that If you're not comfortable to bring your kid to school, then you rather homeschool.
Yeah.
But the dynamics around that is that you deregister your kid here, and then you go to the district and register. And if you want your kid to come back to the normal school, then you have to apply again. So I don't think it's not fair. So it's not an option.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. All right, Michelle, that's one of the parents here at Midrand Primary School. It's back to you.
Yeah, thanks very much for that, Malungelo Booi. Such a difficult time for parents and learners. Let's just pray that everyone keeps safe and healthy.